Hello once again and welcome back to the Beverly Hillbillies version of a Haphazard Universe production starring your host. Ding 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 ding. Lance Renard. Let me tell you a story about Lance Renard. Poor mountaineer belly kept his fin. Then one day he's shooting at some food, and up from the ground come bubbling crude. Ding 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 ding. Next thing you know, Lance a millionaire. Kin folks said, Lance, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So I loaded up my truck and I moved to Beverly. Ding 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 ding. Hills, that is. Swimming pools, prostitutes. Ding 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 ding. The Lance Renard Universe, Haphazard Universe Hour, brought to you by 20 Mule Team Borax. Ding a ding 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 ding, and the horse you rode in on. Alright, enough of that intro. That was quite an intro though. Very exciting. Of course, being 3 days on the road hasn't given me space out city, has it? Brought to you by cigar boxes with stuff sticking out of them. I apologize for that. I meant to say juicy fruit. There's only one way to ruin your teeth, and that's with juicy fruit gum. So, the next time you need to hunker down, I wanted to mention a couple of details here that I'm out, people think, well, the only reason you're out, saving or helping people, well, I'm saving in some respects, here and there. The number of multitudes that I have worked with since I left, 4 days ago? Seems like a month. Might have been 5 days. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at my posts. I am so spaced out. But I do maintain a safe consciousness when I am driving. If I get, to feeling too tired, I pull over. Pull over right there, mister. Pull over. Well done, sir. Carry on. And there's some amazing, what am I talking about? I'll show it to you, but I might cover the speaker. I always cover the speaker. Pretty amazing stuff going through here as far as geology. The actual really freaky stuff was in Idaho, going through Idaho. Very, very strange anomaly, but you see there's plateau and canyons, quite beautiful terrain and scenery that I am privy to and looking at constantly. Out the front of my bug-filled window, we have got mountainous terrain. Well, and that's part of the mud fossil details is, excuse my camera motion, with mud fossils, there's just so many things I'm missing. If I were walking along, whoops, better fix that camera angle. Boy, this is an up-your-nose edition. Right, I keep seeing all of these mud fossil I don't know how to, anomalies. They're just everywhere. And if you get up close and personal on any of these rocks, I'll try to hold the camera relatively still and aim it properly. You see all of the arterial type holes that are in these stones. Arterial being that similar to an artery. And then of course the layering. And when we think about, or the people that are into mud fossils, and Roger Dodgerino of Mud Fossil University, brought to you by 20 Mule Team Borax. Oh man, there are just so many things I'm missing, but I'm passing semis and such. And therefore, see, if I were able to stop, which I will do on the next journey out, I plan on continuing to traverse our great nation and make observations and comments in relation to what I think and what I see. And I had mentioned that, jokingly that I've, helped save people here and there. I have had quite an opportunity, and as I mentioned in 3 videos ago, that if you accept responsibility, more is laid on your plate and in your lap, in my humble opinion. Now, it's a matter of acceptance, but also a matter of attention. And then, if I'm right, if I see a person or people that are stranded on the road, there are circumstances with myself and in my life that will compel me to help them or not help them. And we all are faced with these types of situations, and moreover, at times, dilemmas as to whether or not to help somebody. And I got to show you this while I'm talking here. I often cover up the speaker while I do this, but check out that. Wow. I'm going to just keep this for people that are able to freeze frame and see things in a larger scale. This is some amazing terrain. And it does get better going in the other direction. I find it quite fascinating to be able to, just to be able to see everything, and to show it to you. I mean, I shouldn't say a lot, but a few of my subscribers have mentioned that, to me personally, that they can't get out and about. And so it is kind of refreshing to hear somebody's viewpoint, to see the terrain and the grandeur of our great nation, and make comments on it that aren't, hypercritical or conspiratorial. But now I think about, I see this terrain once again. Boom. I see this terrain, and I think about the Morocco dragon, right? And the people that are familiar with, this is cool, with the Morocco dragon, that's cool. I mean, it's all so beautiful. And maybe it's just me. I like rocks and geology and the formations. Like that one. Did I get it? I hope. Pretty cool. And I am watching the road while I'm kind of flagging my hand around, so hopefully I'm not too far off base on some of these beautiful rock formations that are out here. But in upcoming videos, when I have more time to stop and take my time and a better camera, things will evolve and progress. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, because I am got a lot coming up. A lot. And I'm thinking of appealing to people's natures to the point that anyone that has given me a comment, get their mailing address, and send them stuff. Propitiate, as they say. Propitiation. Google it. In the meantime, it has been very buggy going through Montana. And welcome to Custer. Good old Custer, Mr. Slaughter the Indian. General Custer, he's really looked up to you. Yes, sir. Carry on, good man. Good job. Well done. Bravo. Indubitably. Many a great thing to see out here, and comment to make on what is seen. My windshield is filling more and more with bugs, and so I'm going to need to hit my cleaner, wiper, etc. But thank you for joining this short episode. I know it's not long enough, but once again, all right, I'll try and clean my windshield without it making too much noise. It is just plastered with bugs. And, right. The whole COVID thing, now I've noticed gas stations along the way, more and more, that are given orders by the state health department to shut their restrooms. All right, people, what? Okay, these are highway gas stations. People have to go to the bathroom. What, do you expect them to go take a shit out in the side of the building? What is that? Is that more sanitary? What? So I feel for the people. Let's say I've run into 4 gas stations now that their restrooms are closed. I've actually come up to another 3 gas stations that were closed due to COVID. Really? Gas is non-essential? There's just so much whack out here, guys. And I'm so bright I gotta wear shades. Yeah, that sun coming behind me, it's kind of cool. Woo! Here comes the sun. I always got to throw in a tune or two. And if you haven't seen my most recent song, Anything For You, a lot of fun. And if you haven't watched Angela C's stuff, I find her to be uplifting. And we all have our little worlds that we live in, little universes. And each one of ours is, if you think you've got yours well organized, step out the door. Because it is haphazard. And things will just come down and fall down upon you. And speaking of which, I have had recent encounter with both my sons, who I will continue to love unconditionally. Occasionally get angered by or angst by or don't understand, miscommunication of what is really being said and going on. As a father, I don't demand respect. Respect is earned. Courtesy, now yeah, courtesy should be, I demand courtesy. At least courtesy, because without that, you have no dignity, integrity, honor. And those things are important to me. However, respect is something that is earned, something that a person needs to work for. And not knowing one of my sons for so many years, I can't just expect him to respect me. That's preposterous. However, other assumptions are made that, like I said, miscommunication. So, as astute as I think I am, I occasionally do make mistakes as well. And being able to admit, to acknowledge, to recognize my failings and weaknesses is very important. Not to just sit and point out others, which I don't know if I've done that. You tell me if I've been doing that. Oh, rough terrain, folks. Oh, boy, that was a tough one. So to refrain from keeping this particular video too long, because it'll take forever to load, and I'm in the mountains and it won't load. Like I may have mentioned, Richie from Boston tries to load them. He can't get her done because it's just not easy to do from the road, which is what I have been doing, so give me huge amounts of credit. Thank you. And you're welcome. So, right. The guy was talking to God. He said, God, what's $1 million to you? And God says, well, to me, that's just a penny. And he goes, well, okay, well, what's 1,000,000 years to you, God? God says, well, to me, 1,000,000 years is just a second. And the guy says, well, God, can I have a penny? And God says, yes, in a second. So, thanks for playing. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will try to think of a joke on every one of these from now on. And if I don't come up with a joke, charge me. I mean, your time's valuable. And that's what I was going to mention earlier, that the people that have left comments just may be surprised as I reacquire my lost fortune, what I do with it. Because I ain't keeping it. I'm sure I want a smelting station, I want a wood carving station, I'd like, maybe to have a central ops that I could live in. Because essentially at this moment, I'm what they call homeless. However, I have places that I can stop and hang my hat, throw a few bucks out for rent and have a room, basically. And that's okay. That's how you show your Buddhism and truedism. Thanks. All right. Thank you for playing this particular episode. And, when I say I love ya, I care about ya. Love is a degree of caring. And so there's nothing wrong with saying that. even though I feel a little embarrassed when somebody I just met says, especially a beautiful female, that she loves me. It just had happened. Anyway, talk to you soon. And once again, thanks for playing. Ding 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 ding.